Hello everyone, wherever you are watching, welcome back to One United in a segment of our daily transfer news. Well, today we're not only going to talk about transfers, but we also, talk about I'm going to give some reaction on our season, since the season is over now, right? And I'm going to start with that first, So I purposely didn't do a reaction video immediately for the Sevilla game because I just want to see the reaction of the fans, since the season is over. I just want to go through, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, just see how the fans react, to our season. And I tell you what, the reaction rate of this fan base is mind-blowing, The amount of people flip-flopping around, based on just one result, instead of looking in overall of the season, is ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I understand we are disappointed because we lost on the semi-final. We should be disappointed. Everybody should be disappointed. The manager should be disappointed. The players should be disappointed. The fans should be disappointed, right? We Manchester United, right? We want to win titles. We want to go to finals, and we should be disappointed losing that game. But just changing your opinion based on one game. Come on. I think that's a bit foolish. I think that's stupid. That's stupid. And it's not like we're getting pumped or we're getting trashed in that game, or we're getting outplayed or outclassed by Sevilla. In fact, the opposite happens. We dominate that game. We create chances. It's just one of those games where we didn't score and we get punished. And we get punished because of our own mistakes. Stupid, silly mistake of it. Still annoyed. I'm not thinking about it. Stupid, silly mistakes. And I would say both. I would fault both goals. On Brandon Williams. He's in that game. He's looked totally out of his depth, right? Totally out of his depth. Yeah, he's a good prospect. He's a good player, but I don't think he's ready yet. To play week in, week out, and especially to perform in big games like a cup semi-final. And I hope now people will realize how important Luke Shaw is to this side. And it's no coincidence that Rashford forms dip. As soon as Shaw's injured. So talking about Rashford himself, I've been reading he's been getting a lot of stick as well, but I'm willing to give Rashford the benefit of the doubt because he did just came back from a career-threatening injury, double fracture on his spine, right? So that's a no joke, man. He can end his career, and I was hoping he would be eased in, we won't rush, but yeah, that's not an issue. Our squad depth, we don't have anyone else as good as him to play in that role. So as soon as he's fit, I think he was rushed in. For me, he was rushed in. At least Pogba has the chance to be eased in, right? Rashford just being thrown in. So it's no wonder that his form dipped towards the end of the season. Match fitness because of injury. I don't think he needs more time to properly heal. Okay, back to the game. I think we played brilliantly. I think that's one of the best performance of late. I think because our performance really deep in the last few games of the season, especially in the league. But I think that game we did perform brilliantly. I think the tactic was spot on. We didn't give Sevilla, any. I didn't think they create any chance of note. Apart from the goals, and I think one save that they had to make from Campos. If you recall, I don't think they had to make any save at all, any notable save. In fact, the only time he has to work is that 2 goal, which nothing he can do about it, right? And what else I'm gonna say is that our midfield was brilliant. I think Fred really justifies inclusion, in a game that if we want to, because against low block team, maybe Matic is a bit suitable because he has a bit more range in his passing and a bit more intelligence. But against teams like Sevilla, teams that comfortable on the ball, teams that they themselves want to hold the ball, and they have a technician in the midfield, especially like they have Banega there, right? I think playing Fred is the right option because of his tenacity. There's quite a few times I think he win the ball cleanly. He caused a turnover very quickly in the opponent's half. I think that's where our most chances came. Pardon me for that. Right. Pogba as well. I think Pogba has been superb in that game. His passing, his movement. I think he moved quickly and he played the simple pass. He played the simple. He took the simple option. He took the simple option. He didn't over elaborate. And of course Bruno being Bruno, always involved and always trying to make things happen. So I think our midfield three was brilliant in that game. Was brilliant. And I think Martial was good as well. Just that he couldn't finish. I think he left his shooting boots at home in Manchester, I guess. But overall, only the defense let us down, and I was a bit disappointed with Maguire. I think he should lead. He should organize the defense better, especially giving instruction to Williams, because he played on the left side of the centre half. He should be more attentive what Williams is doing, because he can see Williams quite struggling, especially against Navas, who's himself is a really experienced, tricky player, and you can see Williams struggling. So I think Maguire should at least cover or give some instruction or talking to William, but he didn't do that. I wish he would do that as a captain. He'd be more vocal about it. I'm not sure about you guys. This is not a criticism on Maguire, because I think he has been really good for us. I know he's been taking a lot of flack, mostly because of his price, but that's not his fault. He didn't set his own price, right? That's not his fault. But I think, yes, he has his faults. He's not perfect, but I think he's definitely improved our defense. Wan-Bissaka definitely improved our defense and definitely performed well. In the course of the season, they did perform well. Of course, I know there are times that they make mistakes or they are off form, especially Wan-Bissaka. Towards the end of the season, I think maybe mostly due to fatigue, and he didn't have any competition, or players to rotate with him. And that shows towards the tail end of the season. But I think overall they've been really good, especially Wan-Bissaka. They've been really good. Just that, Jose Maguire as a captain, I'm not sure at this point he's the best candidate. I know, at least from what we are seeing on the pitch, I couldn't tell what happened off the pitch or inside dressing room. Maybe he's a really good motivator or whatnot. I'm not sure, but on the pitch, I hope he would be more vocal. Be more vocal, because I didn't see that at all. And I see that he's talking to the player, giving instructions, talking to like what Bruno did to Lindelof. I'd love to see that more, or even talking to the referee, because that game I think there's a lot of fouls from Sevilla. I think that's might be one of the tactics to stop our quick counter attack. Especially Martial has been fouled a lot. I think that shows the threat that Martial carries right now, and then the stature that he carries right now. People are giving close attention to him, right? I think he has developed into that bracket of really good players. Maybe not yet totally world class, but I think he's moving there. We have to remember Henry picked quite late as well now, and Martial is only 24, right? So he still have years. I think he will be that world class player that we want, world class number 9 that we hope for he can be. But as of now, he's moving towards that. Back to the referee thing. I think there's a lot of foul on Martial, especially when he tried that quick spin, to get us into attack, and there's a lot of foul committed, and even the penalty I think is a straight up stud, to Rashford's shins, and not even a booking. So I think the referee is a bit, I won't say biased, but I think he didn't have a good game. I think, and what I'm saying is that if that was Keane being the captain, he would have definitely gone to a referee, after the 5th or 6th foul, and that trend is continuing. I think he was definitely talk with the referee, definitely give the referee peace of his mind. Those kind of things that I hope Maguire did more, on the pitch, be more vocal. That's on the Sevilla game. Overall, the season, I'm positive. I am hopeful. I feel positive. I won't say it's a success, because we're Manchester United. I don't care where we are at the moment. Manchester United always have to win trophies, always have to challenge. So I wouldn't say it was a success, but I would say there's positive especially in the way we recruit. I think we did recruit the right players, and the way Ole set up his team, the way they're trying to play, especially after Bruno came, we can see how Ole likes to play, right? Attacking football, fleet-footed attackers, around the edge of the box, playing that intricate passing. I like to see that, and that's the reason why we got so many penalties, because that the way we play, like Ole stated himself, we didn't play like long crosses or long balls. We always play in the edge of the box, which is what reason, and with fast players as well. This is why we get so many penalties. Now, I know we keep getting banter for that from rival fans, but the reason, if we're honest with themselves, the reason why we get the penalties is because we have skillful and fast attackers, and we keep playing on the edge of the box. That's why we get the penalties. And going back to what I'm talking just now, to the season, right? We play the right way, and I think I like. Okay, again, we don't know what happens in the dressing room or behind the scene, but at least on the field, at least on the pitch, we can see that unity, within all the players. Even Pogba is smiling now. Even Martial is smiling now. Martial is smiling. I didn't think I would see that, right? Especially during the previous management, but now he is smiling. So that shows the unity of the team. I think the cultural reboot that Ole has been saying. I did see that, and then I think that's one of the fundamentals if you want to build a team, to have a united team, playing together, playing for each other, playing for the badge. And I think Ole does have that. Ole does embed that in his team. Players wanting to play for the badge. And even Pogba has like cut off his circus right now. That there's no more talks about all the circus that came with Pogba, right? And it's not really focused, and he looks happy, and seems like you're gonna sign a new contract. So that's one of fundamental that I'm seeing in this team, and I like it, and which is what I think one of the positive for this season, right? So again, playing the right way, recruiting the right players, putting in the right culture, mindset in this team. So that's, I think, one of the good things or positive things that Ole managed to do this season. And not to mention, we get third place. Champions League football, which is really important. I think that's the target early on the season. Before we start the season, that's always the target. So we meet the target. Sort of only meets the KPI, right? His KPI was always going to be getting Champions League, and he did achieve that. So I think, in a sense, that is an achievement. That is job done for this season, right? And we reached 3 semi-finals, which is a good thing. Okay, the bad thing is we lose all 3, which is a bad thing. But at least we reached the semi-final. Now is the time to push on. Like Ole himself said, we have to improve. So this is a chance. This is a stepping stone this season, with all the good works that have been done. Putting the right culture, getting the right players, getting the right mindset, playing the right way. Now this is a chance for us. This is a stepping stone for us to improve, to push the team to the next level. And this is where I'm started getting fed up and frustrated. I'm gonna start talking about transfers right now. 3 weeks, 3 weeks since transfer window opens, nothing happens yet. Not even a substantial or concrete rumors of us, getting any players. Again, I said, I understand if United wants to play the long game with Sancho. I can accept that. It's a big deal. It's a marquee deal. It costs a lot of money, and especially in this current economic climate, we have to be careful when spending. Then I totally can accept that, but not going or not doing dealings on other targets or other options. Options mean other targets are only one. It's infuriating. I'm sorry. My camera about to fall down there. Sorry about that. It's infuriating. I'm not sure what the club is doing right now. What Ed is doing right now with Matt Judge. We should be going and get the deals done. At least in the process of getting the deals done. But as of now, it's look like we're not firm at all. It's like one day it's here, one day it's there, and then one day we're gonna get Sancho, almost there, but suddenly change the deal. The deal is off right now, almost dead as we speak. And then are we going to get Grealish or not? Are we going to go for Van der Beek? Are we going go for Gabriel? Are we going for Badiashile? I mean, there's no concrete rumors or stories at all with all our transfers right now, and it's been 3 weeks, and considering Chelsea has gotten Werner and Ziyech, City has gotten Ake and Ferran Torres, even Liverpool have signed, even freaking Arsenal with no money have gotten Willian, and now they're on the verge of getting Gabriel. And sources also said that they might try to get Partey as well. So everybody is doing the business efficiently, but us, again, same story. At least, I think last season, at least by now, the Wan-Bissaka deal is almost materialized. There's concrete stories coming out, but as of now, nothing yet, nothing whatsoever. When we really need to back Oli, and when we have done a positive, we get a positive achievement this year, where we need to use this as a stepping stone to push the team further, to challenge Liverpool and City, right, and to maintain our status in top 4. But we are very slow in transfer market as well. Not sure what we are doing, and I'm started getting pissed off. I was patient before. If you can see my previous video, I was always being patient. I was always patient, but I'm starting to lose some sort of my patience right now, because, like I said, fine. If we play a long game with Sancho, but where are the other targets? What are we doing with them, right? So I'm gonna give some few updates on our transfer. Enough with my ranting. So apparently, the Marzio, I haven't heard the Marzio talking about United for quite some time now. He stated that Douglas Costa agents have offered him to United, because Juventus want to offload him, and the agent has contacted United and to ask whether United are interested in his client. So my thoughts is the same as Dembele, and in fact he's worse because he's much older, right? Injury prone, 29 years old. Gonna be 30 soon, very soon, right? Only plays 29 games this season. Only scored 7 assists. For me, it's a no. It's a totally no. Again, if we can get him on loan, no transfer fee, and the wages is okay. It's not that, I would say, relatively cheap. Then it can be a useful squad player, useful squad player with his experience, because he's very experienced. But if he is an alternative to Sancho, if he's really the alternative to Sancho, I'm gonna punch someone. I'm seriously gonna punch someone, right? I might punch Kira or Zoro for that matter. Sorry guys. Right? Definitely no. There's a really downgrade, a downgraded option from Sancho, right? As a squad player, as a backup player, as someone who brings in, for experience, to guide the young players, or to give for rotation, or or cool heads during a certain situation in tight games. Yes. If it's cheap, yes. But if this is the alternative for Sancho, which was being reported, then no, totally no, ridiculous. Absolutely not Douglas Costa, right? You might as well just forget about Sancho and just go for the likes of Van der Beek, right? Or might just as well try to get Depay back as we speak, right? Instead of getting freaking Douglas Costa here. So absolutely no Douglas Costa, right? So another interesting news. Sorry about that. Interesting news that I want to share today is that talks are still ongoing between United and Dortmund. There's sources saying that United has submitted an offer again through the intermediaries, but still below what Dortmund's expectation or valuation. So most probably been rejected again. It's not that's not from a credible source. So I'm just gonna, take it with a pinch of salt. But I'm not surprised if that is the truth. United trying to play low ball again, So I'm not really sure about the Sancho deal, I'm really not sure at this moment how it's gonna go. We may still get him, but it's gonna be very late. It's gonna be Maguire-esque kind of deal, where we get him like 2 days before transfer window close. It's gonna be that. If we do get Sancho, it's gonna be that kind of a timeline, definitely. And Dortmund apparently interested in signing Zaha, right? But this means that if they do sign Zaha, we're gonna get that 20% of any fee agreed, because that's what we have with Crystal Palace when we sold Zaha to them. But more important thing is that Zaha might come in to replace Sancho, right? So I'm gonna keep an eye on this Zaha to Dortmund story. Let's see if there's any more credible source or any more movement or updates on that in the coming days, because that might affect the Sancho transfer, right? Yeah. Again, like I was writing in my blog, if we can't go for Sancho, might as well we try to hijack Thiago from Liverpool. Just 30 million euros. Considerably, we can pay a relatively low wages, right? That's the kind of deal. If you want to get experienced players, right? That's the kind of deal you should be looking to. Low transfer fee, low wages. Someone who accepts not going to start every game, but somebody who brings experience and old heads into the team, into the squad. And apparently, United scout spotted in Norway. They are reportedly scouting Jens Peter Hock. He's a 20-year-old. Right, he's a 20-year-old, one of the kids from Norway. And again, reports saying that Ole is trying to trim down his squad. He want to offload few players. Names like, I think the usual suspect: Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo, Pereira, Lingard, Dalot, Jones. Those are the names mentioned. They will be on the chopping board. I think we keep mentioning those names over and over again. I do think that maybe not all, but some of them would definitely leave. I think not only the reason because we want to reduce, we want to make space for new rivals, like Solskjaer would have wanted, but also to reduce the wages, and of course to get some budget for a transfer fee. Because looking at the Sancho deal, I really think that we don't have money. So I'm not saying that we don't have money in the sense that we are poor now. I really do think that we're playing it safe with money, because the uncertainty of what's happening with the pandemic right now, whether especially the gates collection, whether fans can return to come to the stadium or not. There's a lot of uncertainty in that. That's definitely affects our earnings, our revenue, United's revenue. So I think they are playing it safe, right? That in that sense that we don't have money, we don't have reserve, enough reserve in case of anything. That's what I feel. That's why the more I feel that they will offload players. But that's the thing about United, always doing one deal at a time. Why can't we just, while we offload these players, we buy players as well? It's annoying that we cannot do many deals at one time, not even 2 deals at a time. We're a big club with big resources. I'm sure we have enough stuff to do multiple dealings at a time, but yet here we are, right? And just updates on Gabriel. Definitely, reports say that Arsenal have agreed terms with Gabriel and Lille. So it looks like Gabriel will be moving to Arsenal, and Chelsea and Leicester has also been reported to agree deal for Ben Chilwell. So it looks like United's supposedly preparing bids for, which was not true. I think that's only Leicester using, or agents using United's name, like usually happens, to get leverage for their clients. And another interesting things, Romero has informed his agent that he wanted to leave. He's open to leave. Not that he wanted, he's open to leave. They said they are a bit upset that he didn't retain his place for the semi-final. So, and with Dean Henderson coming back, and he's open to leave. I think Romero is open to leave, which is why we're bringing Henderson back. And we are, as of now, we are doing discussion with Henderson's team on a new deal. I think a lot of that hinges on what Romero wants to do, his decision. I do feel if a good offer came, I do feel Romero will leave, and I wish, if he does leave, I wish him all the best, because I think he deserves to start. He is good. He's been a really good servant, and he is top quality. I think most people would say he's definitely one of the best second choice goalkeeper in the world. So I'm happy if he goes to a club that he can play week in, week out. And if that happens, I really feel United should let Henderson stay and fight with the number one spot with De Gea. I'm not sure if Henderson fancy, not starting week in, week out, but if he wants to be a long-term United number one, I think he should stay and he should fight that place, prove his worth that he can fight with De Gea. And there will be another headache for Oli, but that's a good headache at least, right? And lastly, about Mata, reports from the Daily Mail says that Mata could leave if the right offer comes. So that's about it for today's transfer updates, right? Well, I'm sorry about the typo there. United and Henderson, not United, not Henderson. Sorry about that. So basically, Douglas, I'm going to recap. Douglas Costa has been offered to United by his agent. Again, I would say, no deal. Not interested. Right? Not interested at all. And what else is now? Yeah, Dortmund is interested in Zaha, so we're gonna keep a lookout on that, because that might have effect on the Sancho deal, on Dortmund letting Sancho go. And Solskjaer is looking to offload his up to 6 squad players, the usual suspect. Romero is open to leave, and at the same time, United is negotiating new deals with Henderson, which I think will depends a lot on what Romero does. What decision does Romero choose? And lastly, Mata is open to leave, as I could leave if the right offer comes. So that's for the daily transfer news for today. So I'm gonna meet you guys again. Hopefully there's new updates tomorrow, more positive updates. I know you guys are starting to get, I know the fans are starting to get restless. I myself started to get restless. I'm starting to get annoyed at the same script, year in, year out. This is the way we do business. But that's the way it is. So see you guys next video. Thank you for joining us. Again, please do like and subscribe if you haven't. Please support this channel. And I really appreciate if you can give your comments down below, give you what your thoughts on the topic we'll talk about today. Alright, and really hopes you can help me to grow this channel, because this channel is for the fans, because I did this channel because I want to meet the fans around the world, especially in Asian region, so we can talk about United, we can discuss about United, right? So any sort of contribution, engagement is really much appreciated. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.